Welcome back once again. Thanks so much for spending some time, part of your Sunday, here with us on the Roundtable. So glad to have Brooke Lover-Cobb with us. She is from B for the Day, a business. Basically, you are in the wedding planning business.
Yes.
So when I started putting together these ideas, I looked at the calendar. I always do. I think, what's coming up? Do I have to be topical for this week? And of course, Valentine's Day coming up on Tuesday. So I thought, who better to talk to as far as the business of love than somebody who deals with that ultimate moment of the wedding. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, well, wait a second. You see so much stress. You see so much anxiety. But what is the forecast as far as love is concerned right now?
It's good.
Is it alive and well in
it
Toledo?
Is. This year is going to be a huge year with regard to weddings. It seems like people are really stepping up to the plate. We got a lot of guys that are asking their brides to be their fiancés to be their brides, and planning is underway.
Is Valentine's Day typically a day when you guys do weddings?
Not normally. I've had, not in Ohio, I guess I would say, probably because of the weather. People don't want to take that risk of, snow or rain or cold weather in February, but I would imagine it probably is in the southern states.
You have made calls to 13 ABC before as far as the forecast is concerned. You said
I have personally.
Knowing whether to delay something.
We actually have Blizzard Bill in our cell phones, so we can call him and ask him what the weather's going to be like. If we think we were going to get a rainstorm, we could move up the wedding, the timing of it.
So that's handy.
That's
handy at
It's
times.
a great resource.
Tell us a little bit about your business in general. Wedding planners, obviously, they've done movies, they've done television specials, but when it comes down to it, you guys, your job in 2012 is what?
Well, we really take the pressure off the bride. I think that most people see a wedding planner as that person that can stay ahead of the problem, give you references, referrals, give you a timeline, help with kind of the day of the planning. That's really what ours is. We are more coordinators than we are designers. We don't pick out your shades and the colors and dresses or anything of that nature. Our company specifically, we are truly a coordinating company, coordinating all of the vendors, bringing everybody in, making sure that everybody knows what they're supposed to do so that the photographer can focus on the photography and the videographer can take care of video. The site managers at your clubs and your facilities, they can take care of getting the food out, making sure that the chairs are set up. We just oversee the whole thing. We're kind of the center of the wheel. We're
looking at your website right there. Obviously, all the information, beforetheday.com is the place you want to go. And some of the pictures that are up there, past events where you guys have been there at the, I guess, the beck and call as far as the party is concerned. But I would imagine the work you do as well helps keep the love intact.
It does. It keeps, we tell the bride that, we don't want to ever see a bride standing at the altar yelling where someone's at for a picture or anything while she's in her beautiful wedding dress. We will literally walk up to a bride and say, talk to me, tell me what the problem is, and I will go handle it so that you can stand here and smile and enjoy the day. I've had brides that say when they're walking down the aisle and they see someone brought their +1 and maybe didn't RSVP for that, that just takes the pressure off of knowing that they're going to have to worry about finding a seat for that person. They literally walk back down the aisle, tell me that Sam brought his +1 and I find the seat for him at the reception, so they don't have to worry about anything.
We have seen weddings all kinds of places. We saw them this past week at a Wendy's in the Bryan area, and congratulations to that couple. But I wanted to ask, as far as a barometer and you watching, what in this day, and it's been a while since a lot of us were on the dating scene, but what in this day and age is the secret to success as far as a relationship is concerned, in your estimation?
My estimate, I would think.
By the way, neither of us are doctors.
That's right. Yeah, it's not a science. It's just, I think it's the communication when you're going through this. I always tell my brides, pick your battles. If he's not participating as far as what you expect him to do, as far as the groom, and not stepping and saying, oh yeah, I want to have this color of pink and I want to have this. That's because it's not a priority to them like it is you. Grooms, my thing is just listen and just offer as much support when she's having that stressful moment. Offer that support. Maybe even do her a favor and hire a wedding coordinator on her behalf. I have a lot of my clients are grooms that initially contact us and say, you know what, I want to do this for my bride and take care of her this way. Sometimes it's the dad wanting to do it for the mother of the bride, know, and fathers are the ones that are usually the one to come up to us at the end of the day and say, you were the best money we spent. My wife enjoyed every minute of the day and we got to enjoy our daughter's wedding. So,
as you see these couples come to you and they tell you your stories, I mean, have there been any that have stuck out? You don't have to name names, but Any that have stuck out where you see the relationship kind of evolve into one way or the other direction?
It does. It gets a little stressful when they're planning, just because I think it is that communication thing again, where the bride may be trying to get information from the groom. Do you want to do this? Do you want, what does this matter to you? And sometimes I had a couple weeks ago where the groom just said, whatever she wants, I want it to happen for her. He was willing to cut his list. He was willing to, have it at a different venue just for her because that's what he wanted. And it warms my heart to see these grooms and brides, these young couples, just so happy and having so much fun and not be stressful about it. It's not worth it to be stressful about
Now, I've got a little anecdote for you. I can remember back in I think it was either second or third grade, we got these Valentines that were sent out to all the students in the class, and I got one from a certain female who I looked down, and at the bottom of it, it read love, and I won't say her name, but love, what her name was, and I thought, oh, this is big. This is really big. But then I got around class and I figured out that all the other guys had their signed love as well. So with that being said, and kind of digressing, what is important as far as how much importance do you as a wedding planner put on things like Valentine's Day?
I think Valentine's Day is just another day to be able to express your true feelings to someone. We see the peak of engagement time really around New Year's Eve and Christmas, the holidays. Our phones ring off the hooks. The beginning of the year, beginning in January.
And probably a lot of voicemails on New Year's
Yes,
Eve from people who
we
are
did.
making those dials late at night.
2 in the morning emails that came in when they got engaged that day, and that's our first person they contact as a wedding planner. But as far as the holidays, I think that now the Valentine's Day, people are just really enjoying the time that they're planning it. This is their first Valentine's Day, maybe. It's someone who got married last year. This is their first Valentine's Day as a couple, and
yeah.
I think it's a love day. I mean, you just enjoy it, and I remember the days when you did do the secret Valentines and say, from who, or whom, who sent it to you.
Yeah. As you look over the last couple of years, do you see business picking up? Because wedding planners, and I'm sure you can speak to this, is all those extras that people were kind of leaving by the wayside. But now maybe those guys are going out and buying more flowers and getting some more of those, things for their significant other.
I think you're exactly right. I think people are really starting to pick the things that are going to specifically speak to the couple. The wedding planner used to be an option, and now it's almost a necessity because people are realizing how valuable that is. It's not an extra anymore. The extras you're seeing are, do we do a favor, or do we maybe make a donation, like a take-home gift, or do we make a donation in someone's honor, maybe a family member that had cancer, they make something to an honorable donation at the wedding. We also see a lot of the DJ versus the band.
Sure.
That's huge too. Where are we going to spend our money? And that's what we help with, to say, you need this, you don't need this. And obviously there's a lot of extras that we'd love to see the bride spend it, but we certainly don't want to waste their money either.
For all those folks who are watching, and hopefully some of our young viewers, and maybe some singles out there who may be watching, hopefully we've lured them in through social networking or something and told them to watch today. But is Toledo, is Northwest Ohio, Southeastern Michigan, are these good places, in your estimation, once again, Brooke, to fall in love?
I think it's great because you can fall in love here, you can get married here, you can raise a family here, and it's a wonderful place to be, I think. I personally, I'm born and raised in this area, and I just think it's a great place to have your family and be able to keep your family, and you can do a wedding a lot cheaper here than you can in the bigger cities too. So
now you guys have also branched out. Speaking of bigger cities, you also have an affiliation in Dallas, yes?
We do. One of our
Why
coordinators.
there?
Well, one of our coordinators moved down there and decided that would be we thought that would be a great market to tap into, and so we just opened up our Bee for the Day Dallas branch. One of so
and
that's
you call your workers bees.
We do. We're worker bees.
bees.
Yes. We joke around. We say, I'm the queen bee, and then we have all of the worker bees, and we have every wedding has 2 worker bees at it, so that you've got 2 people, worker bee and a lead bee. And one of our bees moved down to Dallas, and so she's opening up our own branch down there. So.
And you were saying 2012 is setting up your dance card, not to continue the metaphor, but your dance card is filling up quickly.
We have several weddings booked already, over 40 weddings here in Toledo, and we have over 5 right now confirmed in Dallas, and we're constantly getting emails back.
So love is in the air, you would say.
It's a great business for the bees.
And what do you personally do for Valentine's Day? Anything? Any plans? Or are you waiting to find out?
No, usually my husband. My husband's very good. He knows my favorite flowers. He knows what florist to call and get the exact right thing. And usually we just hang out at home and relax because our weekends are so crazy with
With the
weddings.
business you're in, I would hope he would know those things.
He does.
Yes.
He does. He's pretty good.
Brooke, thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you want more information as far as Be For The Day is concerned, you can check out the website. We showed it a few times up there. Right there, befortheday.com is the place to be. Brooke, continued success to you, and thank you for spending some time. It's one of those corny subjects, I know, and it feels like it should be on another show of some sort, but I was getting ribbed in the newsroom when I was making calls this week trying to find a guest.
Well, I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Stay right there. We'll wrap things up for this edition of the Roundtable right after this.